Hi, I'm Alicia, and I'm a Psych NP, and I own my own private practice. And I teach other Psych NPs how to open their own private practices to find freedom and balance in their lives. Today, we are going to talk about how self disclosure can make your website and Psychology Today profiles stand out. And so this is a really interesting video for me because when I posted one of my mentorship program attendees announcement that he opened, that post got a lot of engagement. And I think it was because people really related with the way that he talked about himself and the way that he talked about his practice. And so I'm actually going to link his practice below so you guys can see for an example. And I'm even going to show you guys a screenshot right here of his website so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. This graduate, well, it's not really a graduate because my mentorship program individuals have lifetime access, but we'll say my graduate of my program, Steve, had written a lot in his website about how he has ADHD and how this has caused him to love working with ADHD patients. And a lot of people just found this to be real and relatable and, brilliant, from a marketing perspective and just from, a connection perspective. We all know that our work is all about connection. And so we're going to talk about a few points that are really important when we're thinking about how to write our Psychology Today profile and website, and how self-disclosure fits in there as a really good tool to build connection and rapport before you even see your patient. The two things that I usually tell my mentees are when you are writing your Psychology Today profile, it is to write an appeal to your ideal patient and show them what it would be like to work with you. I give a lot more advice that is like really boiled down, but those are two major points that I cover. And so the first one being that you need to write as if you're speaking to your ideal patient. So when you're writing your website or your Psychology Today profile, patients are going to get really bored and pass your profile if they see another profile that says, "My name is Alicia. I went to blah 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 school and I've been a nurse for blah 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 years." That's talking all about me, 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 and patients want to know what we can do for them. If you hold a license, they know that you're qualified. To an extent, some patients will care where you went to school or how long you've been an NP, but mostly they want to know, can this person connect with me? Can they listen to me? That's what's the most important of anything. And if you show these things in your website and marketing and branding materials, they're more likely to want to see you. And so, in speaking to them and appealing to your ideal client, it's important that you be you and show what it is that you do differently. And that can be in your photo and also in what you write. And so if you are trying to figure out what type of photo to put on your website, dress in something that you would see your patient in. Your normal work attire, not too stuffy. A lot of us, it's more on the like business casual side of things so that we're not, too stuffy, but we are relatable. And so when you're looking to write that bio, it's important that you talk about, the things that you can do to connect with your patient, that what you have worked with in the past. I have worked with individuals with ADHD and I love helping them achieve blah, 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 or I love helping them, feel connection and feel like they have a treatment plan that really works for them. And then you can go into some self-disclosure. Self-disclosure is very interesting in the psych world, right? Like it's a very polarizing idea. And so that's probably why it's hard for us to self-disclose on our marketing materials. Some schools will tell you be, a blank, like a blank canvas and a blank wall for the patient. Don't talk about yourself. You're supposed to just be blank so the patient can can tell you what's going on with them. But the reality is that our work is so personal that often some thoughtful self-disclosure can go a long way to make a patient feel understood. And this is the same in marketing. And so I'm not saying you have to self-disclose. I'm just saying if you feel pulled to self-disclose, this is where it can be really helpful in your marketing materials. So for example, if you had a child with ADHD and you saw what it was like for them to struggle, and you saw how much it helped when they were in therapy or had meds that really worked for them, and so that, maybe as a mom made you really passionate about treating other children and getting other children to find the relief that your child feels after being treated. You can talk about that. That's just one example of how you can share a little bit about yourself in your bio. And I would encourage you that if you have a story that really relates with your patient, that's something that can really show that connection and show that compassion and make a patient feel connected with you before they even see you. That's what's most important, honestly, about marketing and branding. I mean, like, we can talk about strategies, and we can talk about, whatever business we want to, but it really all boils down to how important it is to build rapport with your patient before you even see them, because that is really going to help that therapeutic relationship go smoothly. And that ultimately, as we know, leads to better outcomes when patients feel comfortable with you and feel like they're working towards something together, along with you. And so I hope that was helpful. This is a short video today, mostly just encouraging you to think about the ways that this may be helpful to you, to show more of yourself and to build that connection with patients in your marketing materials. I hope this was helpful, and until next video, see you soon.